Jordan Doe with the ball. Cardinals setting up their offense. He gets it inside to Elijah Smith. Jordan Doe trying to find something. He pulls back. The jumper is no good, and it's Falcons ball. Larkins taking it all the way down, and he gets the bucket. Larkins again with the steal from Galima. And another foul driving in from Peyton Newburn of the Falcons. He's going to go to the line. Quick timeout for the Cardinals. And a quick 5 points on the board for the Falcons. Now the Falcons are only playing with 8 players tonight. I was talking with head coach John Bryant earlier, and he said that due to illness and injury, this is the first week where they aren't a fully healthy team. Their lead scorer, Dylan Iniger, number 23, he's a senior and one of their key players. He's been their lead scorer. Last game, he had 20 points against Champlin Park, and 2 weeks ago, when the Falcons faced the Cardinals for the first time this season, he had 32 points. So the Falcons are definitely going to feel it not having him on the court tonight. On the flip side, Coon Rapids is missing senior guard Armonte Henry tonight with a foot sprain. I was talking with Coach Ogorek before the game, and he told me that fortunately he will only be out for a couple of weeks, and he'll get right back at it. Newburn is going to get that one to go. And he makes the second, 2 for 2 from the line to start off the night for Peyton Newburn. Cardinals quickly break the full court press. Galima with the ball out in the perimeter. He's going to drive. And he gets it to go. 2 for Galima. Cardinals playing some heavy D. They love to get a 2-guard trap and just about forcing the turnover. They're going to force the turnover, and it's Cardinals ball back the other way. The Falcons also like playing that trap, though, and they're going to continue with the full court press, man-to-man. Ellingson finding Doe. He finds Galima down low, and he's going to get the foul and go to the line. Galima misses the first one, but he's got another attempt at the line. And a little bit too hard on the backside. He's not going to get it to go, and the Falcons are driving it back the other way, but a quick turnover. Jordan Doe to Elijah Smith, and he's going to get the easy layup. Jamez Gardner with the ball up top. He's putting it to Deshaun Larkins. The Cardinals with a 3-guard trap. Owen Scram not going to get that 3 to go, but the offensive rebound, excuse me. Peyton Newburn isn't going to get it go, but the putback by Seth Newburn will go. Falcons are up 9-4 in the first few minutes of play. Matthew Ellingson with the ball out behind the perimeter. He's trying to get inside to Elijah Smith. He's going to do the hook, and he's going to get it for 2. Newburn bringing up the ball. Now Garner trying to drive. He finds Larkins for 3. It's not going to go. Doe with the rebound. He sees Elijah Smith, but thought too soon. Doe's going to foul back the other way. Falcons ball under the hoop. McAllister Olsen, number 33, is in for the Falcons. Newbern for 3, not going to go. And the Cardinals are going to get the rebound. Ellingson for 3. A little too hard. Larkins with the ball is trying to drive in. Can't get the foul. Cardinals taking it back the other way. Ellingson takes it all the way. And he's going to draw the blocking foul. Ellingson's going to go to the line for 2. He's going to get that one to go. We have a 2-point game. Ellingson with 1 more attempt at the line. Head coach for the Falcons, Bryant, making some quick subs. 3 in, few out, keeping those fresh legs rotating through. When you're only playing with 8 players on a varsity team, you got to keep the rotations quick. Larkins with the ball. He's double teamed. Finds Devin Jones back to Larkins. And Doe is going to force a turnover. Elijah Smith. And Alex Beck finishes it under the hoop for the Cardinals. The Cardinals are feeling some momentum now with the first lead for them in the game. McAllister Olsen is going to get it 2, and the Falcons are right back in the lead. Elijah Smith with the turnover. Devin Jones gets blocked, and he's going to go to the line. I was talking with head coach Micah Gorick for the Cardinals earlier, and he said the biggest thing he wants his team to focus on tonight is taking care of the ball, staying calm, and having good ball control. He said this Falcons team, some of their point guards, he said that the Falcons point guards have some of the quickest hands in the conference. So he wants his team to slow down, take care of the ball, and not let them get those quick, easy steals. Jones is going to get the second. Elijah Smith up top, trying to find an open guy, and he's just going to drive in. Not going to get the 2 to go. Cardinals fighting hard to get that offensive rebound. Jordan Doe recovers it from Newbern. Galima finding an open step back for 3, but it's not going to go. And Newbern back the other way. Larkins driving all the way. There's going to be a foul on one of the Cardinals. Alex Beck, number 33 for the Cardinals, will take that. That'll be his 2nd foul of the night. And Larkins will go to the line. Larkins gets the first. Andre Kemboy, number 34 for the Cardinals, is in. And he hits the second. Falcons up 14-10. Putting some heavy pressure on in the backcourt. The Cardinals are just trying to get it across half court without getting trapped in a double team. And that's going to be Peyton Himley for 3. He gets in the game and immediately hits a 3 for the Cardinals. Newbern's not going to get it back the other way, and MG Galima driving in hard. Keeps it in control. Doe for 3. He's not going to get it. Larkins with the rebound. Newburn trying to find some open space. Devin Jones for 3 for the Falcons, and that's not gonna go. MJ Galima with the rebound for the Cardinals. Elijah Smith trying to decide if he should drive. Finds Kemboy for 3, and that's not gonna go. Just a 1-point game here in the first half. Falcons up just by 1, 14-13. Larkins, no. Offensive rebound. And that's gonna be Samuel Stanzlaski for 3 for the Falcons. Quick turnover from the Cardinals, and Larkins is gonna take it in for another quick 2. And just like that, it's a 6-point game. Himley trying to get the ball. He's trapped, but Coach O calls a quick timeout. Pretty even matchup so far tonight, with both teams having some of their senior leaders sitting on the bench. I mentioned briefly on opening that Armonte Henry, the senior captain, one of the senior captains for the Cardinals, is out with a foot sprain. He hurt it in practice. He's only going to be out a couple weeks. He's got a boot on. And coincidentally, it was actually the same foot that he broke last year. Coach O said he thought he was just dehydrated, and he told his players to drink some water last year when Henry came down with a broken foot, thinking it could have just been a cramp. But he ended up finding out it was a small break in his foot, and now the same foot is sprained. But fortunately, it's not a full break, and they got lucky, and he'll be back in a few weeks. On the flip side, I mentioned Dylan Iniger, the senior for the Falcons, and also a captain, is out tonight. John Bryant did not go into too many details. He just simply said it wasn't injury related, but some protocol, and that he will be back soon. So we're missing a couple senior captains tonight, making this a pretty even matchup, with the Falcons having faced some pretty strong teams so far and being 4-2. They're hurting a little bit their first week not being fully healthy, as head coach John Bryant told me before the game. Himley behind the perimeter. He's going to drive, and it looks like he just stepped out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover going back the other way. Devin Jones for the Falcons to take it out. He gets it in to Jamez Garner. Jones taking it up. Garner. The Cardinals trying to double team. Jones driving in, and he's gonna get the floater drive for the Falcons. They're slowly pulling away. The Cardinals really need to score on this possession. Doe behind the arc, and it's stripped away by Jones, but it'll stay Cardinals ball down on their end of the court. Griffin Thome in for the Cardinals. Griffin Tom, excuse me. And the Falcons continuing to rotate quickly to keep those fresh legs and keep everyone as high energy as they can with just 8 players, which is totally doable. 8 players is plenty, but you want to make sure your team is very conditioned if you're going to be playing a varsity game at the speed they are with full court presses and keeping that type of energy up. MJ Galima up top. Cardinals trying to create some offense. Finds Kemboy to Doe. Smith inside trying to get some ground. Doe throws it up, but it's not gonna go. Kemboy with the offensive rebound. Not quite. Smith for the second attempt, and he's gonna get it to go. Falcons push it really quick down the court, but they're not going to get it to go, and the Cardinals have it back the other way. MJ Galima fakes, Puts it up. He's going to get the foul. Basket's not going to go. He'll go to the line for 2. He's going to get the first one to go, and he'll have one more attempt at the line. And he'll get the second one. 4-point game with 10 minutes to go in the second half. Jones driving, back out to Garner. Cardinals trying to get that half-court trap, but they finds Larkins underneath, and he's going to get it for 2. The Falcons continuing that full-court press. But the Cardinals will break it quickly, set up their offense. Doe driving, finds Smith. He finds Tom inside, and he's going to get a quick bank. Larkins driving, and he's going to get that one to go in. Little Euro step action on that drive. Now Tom driving in for the Cardinals, but it's going to be stripped away from him by Jones, but he'll step out of bounds, and it's Cardinals ball at their end. Peyton Newbern back in for the Falcons. Doe needs to get it in. He finds Galima. He's going to drive. He finds Ellingson for 3. It looks tipped. It's not going to go. But a nice putback by Galima, and he's going to get the basket. Garner trying to dribble through the trap. Larkins to Newbern for 3, and he's going to connect. Ellingson driving, finding Smith. And the and one, he's going to get that to go. And Elijah Smith will go to the line for a possible 3-point play. What a great look from Ellingson. Great court vision to see Smith coming in and just at the right moment hitting him so he gets that and one. And he'll connect. 3-point play for Elijah Smith. Garner dribbling through, almost loses it. Newbern for 3, it's gonna go long. Galima gets the rebound. Not quite avoiding the trap. Off the foot of Newbern, Doe recovers. This is a really fast-paced game so quickly, but no one's fully taking care of the ball. There's a lot of turnovers happening on both sides. People getting a little bit ahead of themselves. Galima for 3, and he connects. Galima with the kick, but he stops the pass. It'll be Falcons ball. Garner into Newbern. Cardinals in a 1-3-1, trying to get those traps and keep it out of the inside paint. Almost had the turnover, but it was tipped. Garner behind the arc. To Newbern. He's going to try and make something happen. Kicks it to Larkins, and he's going to travel. Cardinals pulling out a nice turnover, and it'll be going back the other way. Matthew Ellingson and Elijah Smith both have 9 points for the Cardinals already just in this first half. Coach O was telling me earlier how Ellingson has really been stepping up this year and has become a great utility player. He's been just in the right place at the right time, and he's really finding his role on the team, earning him a lot of minutes. And you can see that. He already has 9 points along with Elijah Smith, who has also been playing really strong. He's been a great inside force for the Cardinals this year so far, and he also has 9 points. Garner taking it. Seth Newburn. Peyton Newburn. He's gonna drive, find Garner. He's gonna get trapped. And the Cardinals will force another turnover. They've been playing a really strong D, and when I was talking to Coach O before the game, and he said if you cloned his team to scrimmage against how they were playing 2 weeks ago, the first time they faced this Falcons team, to now, it would be a 25-point difference. Larkins isn't going to get that to go, but he's going to kick it out, hit a 3, trying to draw the foul, but no. It'll be Falcons ball under the hoop. He said they've just really been finding their rhythm finally, and especially on defense. They've been so quick, and they've been engaging, and they've been just finding that team chemistry where they've been creating so many turnovers. They forced 26 turnovers against the Falcons last time they played them, and they just weren't able to get that win, but it's a pretty even matchup tonight. Cardinals definitely hoping to get some revenge and take home the win against this Falcons team. They've been playing some really strong teams the past few weeks, so getting a win against this Robbinsdale Armstrong team would be a huge booster for the Cardinals. And Elijah Smith will get 2. Their Cardinals are up by 1 with just under 7 minutes to go. Newburn. Other Newburn. Gallima's gonna turn it over. But that's just his first foul. Newburn with the ball, sending it to the other Newburn, just a freshman. And Garner's gonna put up the 3, and he'll get it to go. Doe finding Smith, trying to push the ball up. But he's gonna lose it. And Garner's taking it back the other way. He's got Newburn open, gets it to him, and an easy 2-pointer for Peyton Newburn. Doe finds Tom up top to Ellingson. Doe's got an open 3. It's not gonna go. Smith's trying to get that offensive rebound, but Garner picks it up, and he's driving in. He finds Stelansky. Doe's gonna recover, finding Gallima to Ellingson. Tom totally open. He's not gonna get it. Newburn going back the other way. Newburn driving in with some massive strides. But the foul was on the floor before he had a chance to go up with it, so that score is not gonna count. But they're 1-1, so he'll go to the line and shoot. He's gonna get that to go, and he'll get another one, another attempt. And he'll get that one to go. 2 for 2, once again from the free throw line for Peyton Newbern. Ellingson bringing it up. And he's gonna get the foul on Olsen. Find Himley to Smith. He's gonna drive in and go up. Doesn't quite get it, but he'll draw the foul. Cardinals are also 1-1 shooting for the last part of this half. 5 minutes, both teams are gonna be shooting on any foul now. Elijah Smith at the line. And he's gonna connect. He'll get another attempt. Ref just checking to make sure that they're 1-1. So it looks like they're taking away Elijah Smith's last free throw because they were just shy of 1-1 shooting by the official scorebook. So they're gonna have that ball on the ground and try and make up that point and get a score on this this foul. Tom to Doe. Solansky to Jones to Garner, and he's gonna go up with it. Not gonna get it to go. Garner finding Olsen, but doesn't have the right position, and Elijah Smith, the little Euro step, and puts it in. Solansky behind the arc, double teamed. And it's gonna be, that looked like it was out on the Falcons. Rough interference, and Coach O seems a little bit upset about that call, but it's gonna stay at the Falcons' end of the court. Garner into Jones. And that, they're trapping. Falcons are gonna keep it. Cardinals really laying on the pressure, but Garner's gonna get it 2 to go. Just under 4 minutes left in the first half. Himley to Elijah Smith to Ellingson for 3. Just in and out. And Peyton Newbern with the rebound. Finding Solansky underneath, but he's not gonna get it. And we're going back the other way. Doe driving in, and he gets a nice layup. 5-point game. Cardinals almost forcing it out. Jones to drive, finding Garner. Garner to Solansky. To Scram, he's gonna put up the 3. And no, Doe's gonna push it back the other way. A lot of quick possessions going on with both of these teams right now. Tom isn't gonna get it to go. No one's getting any offensive rebounds, and so it's just going back the other way for both teams. One shot up and done. Scram isn't gonna get it. Neither team really seems to be following their shot, so it just, Tom for 3. Oh, there we go. Ellingson for an offensive rebound, and he's gonna get the easy putback for 2. Newburn bringing it up. Peyton Newburn. He's going to turn it over. Himley's going to turn it right back over again. And Falcons head coach John Bryant is going to call a timeout, settle these things down. A lot of back and forth ball movement with both of these teams, just turnover after turnover after turnover. Coach O said that was kind of a concern, and one of the main focuses for tonight was ball control, staying calm, settling it down, and playing their offense. But then forcing the Falcons to not settle it down when they're on offense and really trap them and put a heavy defense and ball pressure on their guards, which they've been doing a really great job considering all the turnovers. Falcons team is trying to keep the energy high with quick subs, and like I said earlier, and I've mentioned tonight, just 8 players tonight. They're trying to really keep those rotations quick. But definitely not an easy feat to overcome. You're playing in masks. I'm sure they've gotten used to it now that they're a third into the season, but having that endurance, having one of your main players not on the court, and just constantly trying to rotate through and keep that energy level up. At this level, it's just not an easy thing to do. They're doing a good job, but you can kind of already see the turnovers are just getting more and more frequent. Here we go, 2 minutes to go in the first half. 3-point game, Falcons up 38-35. Jason Larkins back in the game for the Falcons. He's gonna put up a 3, and he's gonna connect. MJ Galama not really finding it, but they're saying it's tipped. And the refs are gonna give it to the Cardinals. It'll stay at their end of the ball. End of the court, excuse me. Doe to inbound. Gets it into Smith. Galama up top. He's gonna drive in and get the 2 and 1. What a great play. Gets the foul, gets Seth Newburn, the young Newburn, just a freshman, to come in and bite. And then he's gonna go to the line. Not gonna get the and 1, but still making it just a 4-point game with a minute and a half remaining. Solansky bringing it up to Jones for the Falcons. Cardinals trying to get that half-court trap. He picked up his dribble, but it's gonna be a foul instead. Jones will go to the line for 1 and 1. Both teams now shooting. He's not going to get it to go, but the offensive rebound by the Falcons. Scram for 3, and Galama with the rebound. He's gonna put up a 3, but nope, pass it. Himley for 3, and he's gonna get it to go. Just a 1-point game with 1 minute left in the first half. The Cardinals bench is getting really psyched up. You can feel the energy trying to end this first half on a high note and go into halftime and the break leading. They can stop the ball here and get 1 more basket. They'll do just that. Double teaming on Garner. He's gonna do a hook across court to Jones, and he's gonna turn it over, trying to pass it to Scram. It'll be Cardinals ball back the other way. 32 seconds remaining. Olsen back in for Scram for the Falcons. Galama finding Beck. Galama taking it down. He's gonna see Doe behind the arc. Fakes, clean 3, but no offensive rebound by Galama. He's gonna get another attempt. 20 seconds left. He's going to find Beck, and it's just going to be out of reach. They could still get another turnover, though, in the next 16 seconds and push it back the other way. Try and go into this break leading the Falcons. Garner breaking the trap. Falcons are just trying to hold it. Garner. And that's going to be it. 40-41 going into the halftime break. Falcons in the lead. And they're going to get a nice rest. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes with your live coverage of Robbinsdale Armstrong Falcons against the Coon Rapids Cardinals boys basketball here on CTN Sports. I'm Jen Halverson, and we'll be back to you in 10 minutes. So weird I wasn't live on YouTube. No problem. Because I hit start streaming. Anything exciting?
Oh, fan?
Huh? Oh, sorry. There. Yeah. No, that makes sense. My mic is on. Is there a mic on?
Nobody's in foul trouble. There's a two. There's a point forward.
Okay.
Versus 13 and 11.
Well, you said Ellingson had 9.
Oh, no, it's four. I said these two guys. This guy Smith.
You said Ellingson.
No. Yeah, and no, you said four. That's not our counting point for this guy and this guy.
I was talking about Ellingson. Oh, I just didn't know.
So this guy's going to shoot off all kinds of things.
I called it. Yep. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, definitely dropped.
Yeah, I mean, these were the guys, right? Because that's exactly with that guy out.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
he's not playing either. He's
Well, looking right at it, I mean, we hit live stream, whether or not.
These guys probably have.
Oh, that's right.
These guys have like 14, 15, 11 to 15.
So, he's turning the ball over.
Yeah, they're throwing the ball over a lot.
Yeah.
How was that whole team? trap because it's too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Different turnover. So a lot of fun.
Yeah.
People just come up. I just kind of try to keep track of rebounds.
Here's the deal. We gotta go when we start these. We gotta go into Chrome and then YouTube and hit start YouTube. On the start screen, we gotta do it. He did it remote, so we're fine. We didn't miss it.
That's good to know.
You miss half the game, right?
Stop right at 7, just to make sure, and then we do it.
Okay.
But here's the other thing. When they said they only had 6 guys, they actually had 7. Because I got them there, right?
Yeah.
And then they had one more, so they got 3, 6, they have 7 on their team.
Yeah.
So, not that anything's a foul trouble, because nobody on either team has more than 2 fouls.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so this is the cool opposite of doing sticks out. So these are the goals. Gilman, Smith, number 14. 15. Next one will be 13. 9.
Interesting. Cool. Cool.
You know, because they don't know the guys, and they're shooting also, they can't see the number. I say, lead shot was the number. Was it off a rebound or was it just those guys are launching from all over the
I
place.
know. Interesting.
All right, draw the line.
Line.
That's not my copy.
You know. All right, welcome back into CTN's live coverage of Coon Rapids boys basketball. I'm Jen Halverson, and I'll be with you for the rest of the game. And it is a 1-point game here at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse. The Coon Rapids Cardinals are down by just 1 point after a battle in the first half, going back and forth. It's a pretty even matchup considering the Falcons' best player and high scorer, who scored 32 points just 2 weeks ago against the Cardinals, is out tonight. Head coach of the Falcons, John Bryant, told me that it was something to do with protocol. It wasn't an injury, so he'll most likely be back next game. But fortunately for the Cardinals, this is the last time they're going to have to see the Falcons this season, if not for the playoffs. So if they can pull out a win, head coach Micah Gorick would be incredibly happy. It's just about anyone's game. We'll just call it 0-0 going into the next 18 minutes of play. And we're off. Smith inbounding to Doe. Falcons immediately putting their pressure on the ball and making it hard on the Cardinals. Galima doesn't seem to feel any of it though, and he's gonna dribble around until he finds an open guy. Into Beck. Nope, and the Falcons, Deshaun Larkins taking it back. Peyton Newburn behind the arc to Scram for three. It's not gonna go, but they'll get the offensive rebound. Seth Newburn, and he's gonna make it go out on Jordan Doe. Falcons will keep the ball. Larkins from behind the arc, and he'll connect for three to start the half. Larkins is the high scorer currently for the Falcons, starting the half with 13 points. He now has 16. No one else on the Falcons is in double digits. Peyton Newburn is close with 9. Ellingson for the Cardinals, gonna go long on the three. Larkins speeding back the other way. Not quite. And MJ Galima finds Ellingson to Smith for an easy 2. Both teams coming out with high energy. And keeping the heavy ball pressure on whoever has the ball. Trying to get that trap. Cardinals in their 1-3-1 defense. It's been working so well for them. Peyton Newburn to Garner. He's gonna drive and do the floater, but it's not gonna go, and Ellingson will come down with the rebound for the Cardinals. Galima taking it back the other way. Ooh, and he couldn't quite make up his mind on that play, and it's gonna be a travel. Just got a little bit ahead of himself, it looked like. Thought about going up with it, and then thought about passing, and ultimately ended up just traveling. Happens to the best of us. Garner bringing the ball up, finding Scram to Larkins. Newburn for three. He's not gonna get it to go. Galima with the rebound. It's gonna be stripped away from Larkins. Stripped away by Larkins. It'll be Cardinals' ball under their own basket. Just a 2-point game, just a few minutes into the second half. Doe inbounding. He's gonna find Ellingson. It's gonna be Falcons' ball. Garner with the ball to Scram. Cardinals trying to get that double team. but the Falcons are quickly moving the ball around to avoid it. Larkin's back with the ball at the top of the arc. Seth Newbern driving in, and he's gonna get the and one. Seth Newbern, the only freshman on the Falcons in the Falcons lineup. He's been seeing a lot of minutes tonight. Definitely getting an opportunity to prove himself as the youngest guy out on the court, especially when you only have 8 players. He's definitely putting in the work and showing that he deserved to be out there as much as anyone. It's always fun to see the young players stepping up and competing. If you got the skill, it doesn't matter your age. Both Newberns will be back next year for the Falcons as well. Peyton Newbern, number 1, one of the Falcons' key players, is just a junior. And MG Galama is gonna put it up for 3. It's gonna go, but they're gonna call him for a travel, and that basket will not count. Beautiful shot that it was. Jamez Garner bringing it up to Peyton Newbern. Garner to Larkins for 3. And the Falcons are gonna save it. Newbern going back up. Nope, another offensive rebound from Scram. Larkins with the ball again, driving in. He's gonna make some room. Newbern with the almost put back, but he's gonna draw the foul and go to the line. Shooting 2. And what a good offensive effort from the Falcons, getting numerous rebounds and keeping the ball on their end of the court. Just a little too light. It's gonna hit the front of the rim. Newbern, normally you readjust, and he's been pretty solid from the free throw line so far tonight, but just didn't give it enough legs, and that one was also short. Doe into Tom, trying to push it up court quickly. Tom finding Smith, posting up under, right back to him with the give and go, but he's gonna turn it over. Larkins back the other way. Larkins driving all the way in, and he's gonna draw the foul. He was in the driving motion. He did get up into the air, so he's gonna be at the line shooting 2. That'll be Jordan Doe's 3rd. 3rd personal foul for the night. Larkins will not connect, and Doe's gonna come out for a little break. Peyton Himley is gonna sub in for him for the Cardinals. 42-46, Cardinals down just by 4. Larkins at the line. He's gonna get the second to connect. 5-point game. Elijah Smith bringing it up to Himley and Tom, trying to break the full court press. Himley just about getting trapped at half court in the corner, picking up his dribble, but was able to draw the foul and get out of it on Owen Scram. And that'll be Owen Scram's 3rd personal foul for the Falcons. And it looks like head coach John Bryant's gonna be pulling him out a little early in the second half to be getting 3 fouls. For no one was in foul trouble on either team until Doe just got his 3rd, and now Scram got his. Smart move for both head coaches to pull them out, both being good contributing players so far in this game. Save them a little bit farther down into the half. Galama driving in, he's double teamed, but he's gonna draw the foul. We're seeing a lot more fouls early in this half compared to all of last half. Might just be everyone being a little more aggressive or not as easy of turnovers. MJ Galima recovering the ball in the backcourt. Smith driving in, and he's gonna bank it in with the layup for 2. Galima almost forcing a turnover. Larkins for 3. It's gonna be short. Galima with the rebound. He's gonna see Smith, but it's gonna go a little bit too far. It was a good look though. Smith got down court quickly, no one on him. Just a little bit too heavy-handed from Galima. McAllister Olsen inbounding for the Falcons. And Larkins will bring it up the court. Larkins getting triple teamed. He finds Jones. The Cardinals so good in that 1-3-1, not just double teaming, but so easily getting their middleman coming out too and forcing a triple team that results in turnovers the majority of the time, as we just saw there. Himley up top into Smith. He's gonna find Beck and get an easy 2 under the hoop. A 1-point game with under 13 minutes to go. Jones up top to Peyton Newbern, finding Stenslasky, but he's gonna travel off the dribble, and the Cardinals will force another turnover. You can feel the momentum from this Cardinals bench. They're feeling the momentum, and they're stoked, and that's what you want in a team, especially in the second half. You hold your own, you sustain the game the first half, and then you surge forward in the second. Himley driving all the way in. Olsen coming in with the block. Tom inbounding under the hoop for the Cardinals. He finds Himley but behind the arc. Smith finding Beck posting up inside. He's gonna draw the foul on Olsen. If you can get 1 or even 2 guys in foul trouble on the Falcons when they only have 8 on the team, I would just drive all day long, especially with how these refs are calling it right now. They're calling everything. If you get 1 or 2 guys in foul trouble, they're sitting down, and then you just run them to the ground on a full court press or keep trapping them in your 1-3-1, and they're just gonna run out of juice. Ball's gonna get tied up. Looks like it's gonna be Falcons ball off the jump. Garner back in for Larkins. Jones with the ball. Cardinals on their toes, getting that trap. He took a dribble. The one thing you don't want to do, take 1 dribble and stop. If you're gonna dribble, you want to go somewhere, especially knowing that half-court trap is always gonna be there. Falcons just getting a little bit sloppy with their ball control. Jones driving in. He's gonna draw the foul. Not gonna get the basket, but he'll go to the line for 2. Jones misses the first. And he'll miss the second. Beck recovering it. Galima bringing it up the court. He's going to put it up for three. It's not going to go. Garner with the rebound. Jones in position, driving in. And it'll be out on the Falcons and going back for Cardinals, ball the other way. Tom going in with the spin around, a little bit too light. Garner with the rebound coming back for the Falcons. He's gonna go in and find Newbern under the hoop. Gets his own rebound from the block. Garner behind the arc. It's gonna be Cardinals ball. Still a 1-point game. Cardinals down 46-47. Elijah Smith bringing it up. He has 18 on the night so far. Galima with the ball. Elijah Smith driving in. It's going to be a travel. And he'll turn it over. Falcons ball. Seth Newbern back in the game for his brother Peyton. And Jordan Doe will go back in for the Cardinals. Jones bringing the ball up for the Falcons. And he's gonna draw a quick foul on Cardinals Elijah Smith, just his second personal. Jones finding Stanlasky. Jones to Garner. Cardinals keeping that 1-3-1 pressure and getting those traps. You pick up your dribble, you're in dangerous territory with this Cardinals team because they are all over you. And Elijah Smith gets for two. Doe finding him coming in hot. He's got 20 points on the night. Cardinals up by 1. Jones behind the arc, gonna put up the three. He's not gonna connect. Stanlasky trying to save it, he does, and he's gonna go up for the three. And he'll connect for the Falcons. And Armstrong is back in the lead. Elijah Smith finding Alex Beck behind the arc. Jordan Doe gets a screen from Smith. Little pick and roll, but it's not there. Tom putting up a jumper. It's gonna be short. Seth Newbern driving all the way in. He's not gonna get it. Alex Beck saves it. Elijah Smith bringing it up. Peyton Himley tries to find Jordan Doe, but it gets intercepted, and Garner's bringing it back. Stanlasky driving, finds Newbern. It's not gonna go. Jordan Doe slowing it down a little bit, setting up the offense. Elijah Smith. Cardinals doing a nice job of moving the ball around. Jordan Doe, a little bit too long on the pull-up jumper. Garner pushing it back the other way, finds Stanlasky, and he gets a 2. Elijah Smith with the ball again for the Cardinals. A little pickpocket from Seth Newbern. He's back the other way. Jones. Stanlasky for 3 for the Falcons. It's not gonna go. but they get the offensive rebound, and they're going to get another shot at the basket. Seth Newbern with the travel and turnover. Both teams making a few subs, and it'll be Cardinals ball with just under 8 minutes to go in the game. Falcons up by 4. This one's just going to go down to the wire. I mean, it's been within 5 points for the majority of this game, and quickly getting within 1 point has been the biggest, has been the deficit for the majority of the game, just flipping back and forth on who's leading this game. A lot of turnovers from both teams, though. Mental errors with travels and just getting a little bit ahead of themselves. Cardinals having good ball control on this possession. Himley finding Ellingson. Doe to Smith up at the top of the arc. Falcons playing some tight man-to-man defense. And the Cardinals are just trying to carve and find an open man. Himley. Ellingson to Galima. He's gonna drive in and, ooh, almost get the 2. No fouls, Jordan Doe comes away with it though. He's gonna find Ellingson for the easy 2. And once again, just a 2-point game between these two teams. Tough defense. But it looks like Matthew Ellingson will get that foul. And that'll be Ellingson's 4th foul with about 6.5 minutes left in the game. Newbern shooting 2, misses the first. And Coach Mike Agoric for the Cardinals will call a timeout. It's always very frustrating when you get that fourth foul and there's plenty of time still on the clock, because you kind of have to either get subbed out or play incredibly conservative to ensure that you don't fall out of the game, which is now the position Matthew Ellingson is in for the Cardinals. He's been a great utility player. Coach O was telling me before the game that he's really found his rhythm on this team, and he's been huge in contributing as a utility player for the Cardinals. I'm sure Coach O is trying to figure out, he's either going to sub him out on this timeout or try and keep him in and just say, hey, you got to lay off a little. But boys varsity basketball is not really boys basketball in general, men's basketball in general. You don't really ever want to lay off and play conservative in the kind of basketball and style that these guys bring to the court. They want to be aggressive and they want to go for it. So when you get put in foul trouble with enough time on the clock like this, it can be quite frustrating. Looks like Ellingson's going to sit down for a little bit, make sure he stays in the game. Peyton Newbern for the Falcons, the 11th grader, one of the captains. He's their 2nd highest scorer tonight. And he'll be shooting his 2nd free throw. He's going to get it to go. 3-point game. Cardinals down, 50-53. Himley with the ball behind the arc. He's going to find Galima. He's going to put up the 3. It's not quite going to go, but Himley gets the offensive rebound. And they're going to reset. Beck to Smith. Too heavily guarded, turns it over, and Larkins goes up for it, but a blocking foul will be on MJ Galima on the drive. And Larkins will go to the line for 2. That'll be MJ Galima's 3rd personal foul. Not in any danger zone of having to sit down quite yet. Larkins will get the first of his 2 shots from the free throw line. And he has 18 points on the night for the Falcons. And he'll get the second. Actually, I take that back. Lane violation. It looks like he stepped over the line while shooting that second free throw, and they're going to take the point away. Ref decided it was no good, and it'll be Cardinals ball. 4-point game. Falcons leading 54-50. Jordan Doe bringing the ball up the court. He finds Elijah Smith. Great court vision, great positioning on both of their parts. Doe driving in, pulling the defenders. Elijah Smith cutting through the lane and getting open for an easy two-pointer under the hoop for the Cardinals. Now they're forcing the trap up at the top. Garner picked up the ball, and Smith and Doe immediately got on him and trapped him and forced the jump ball. It'll be Cardinals ball going back the other way. And they're going to have a chance to either push ahead in this possession or tie it up. Smith inbounds to Doe. Smith up top. To Tom, out to the three. It's going to go long, and Larkins is going to get the rebound. Newburn. Ooh, that looked like it could almost have been a carry, but not. Seth Newburn for the three. Doesn't go. Beck gets the rebound, and Cardinals have the ball with Doe pushing it up. Nice spin move. Doesn't quite connect with Smith this time around. And it'll go out on Cardinals and be Falcons ball. Seth Newburn inbounding. Peyton Newburn up top for the Falcons to Garner. They almost turn it over. Peyton Newburn smart enough not to pick up the ball in the trap. And head coach John Bryant calls a timeout for the Falcons. 4.5 remaining in the game and just a 2-point deficit. The Cardinals are down 52-54. It's anyone's game with plenty of time on the clock. Couple guys in foul trouble on both squads. Not quite as big of a deal for the Cardinals, as I've mentioned, since the Falcons are only playing with 8 guys on their entire squad tonight, only 3 on the bench rotating through. And you look at the energy and the tenacity they're playing with, and you gotta have respect for that kind of energy. Excuse me. We lost our connection there for a second. Technical difficulties, but we're back. You guys missed nothing. Owen Scram, excuse me, for 3 for the Falcons right off the timeout, and he connects. MJ Galima coming in with full force, but he gets a little too ahead of himself and loses it. Turns it over and fouls. Unfortunately, that's going to be his 4th personal. We'll see what Coach O does. You hate to pull out Galima, such a momentum player. You know, he really creates an energy. He has a presence on the court, and you really hate to pull him out in this tight of a game. Larkins was shooting 1-and-1, and he gets the first. Gallima's going to come out. Peyton Himley will go in for the Cardinals. And he's going to connect on the second. Larkins now with 19 points on the night, leading the Falcons in scoring. Doe bringing it up. Doe's gonna drive. He's gonna get blocked, but draw the foul, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. Starting to get into those last few minutes of the game where every free throw counts, where you are taking no time off the clock and you're able to score and put points on the board. And Doe does just that, connecting on his first. And he'll connect on his second. Easy 2 points for the Cardinals. Garner driving through, finding Scram in the corner. Almost gets double teamed, but they're trying to keep the ball moving quick to avoid those traps the Cardinals are so persistent and so good at getting. Larkins puts up the 3 and a very admirable swish connecting from behind the arc. Himley just misses the easy 2 under the hoop. Larkins back the other way, gets another easy 2, and all of a sudden it's a 10-point game. Elijah Smith finding Ellingson behind the arc. He connects for 3. And just like that, it's a 9-point game. Or 7, excuse me. Elijah Smith almost gets the 2 on the breakaway, but they're gonna keep the ball on their end of the court and hopefully get a score on this possession. Doe inbounding. Cardinals not moving too much, but Galama gets it in. Doe gets it into Galama. He's gonna get the weak side. Doe finds Elijah Smith on the weak side for an easy 2. It's a 5-point game again, just like that. The beauty of basketball, how quickly it can change. Scram for 3 doesn't connect. You can feel the sense of urgency between both teams. Ellingson for 3, it's not gonna go, but there'll be a foul on Alex Beck. Quick pickpocket attempt, but didn't go, and he got caught with the foul. That's just his 3rd, but the Falcons will be shooting 1 and 1. Scram at the line for the Falcons. He's gonna connect and get another attempt at the line. Like I was talking about earlier, these free throws are critical when it gets under, even 5 minutes to play. And he's gonna connect on that. A 5-point game is now a 7-point game, and it adds an entire possession to bridging the gap with that deficit the Cardinals are now down. Finds Elijah Smith, but he's gonna get fouled and go to the line for 2. And that was on number 12, Seth Newburn, for the Falcons. Elijah Smith at the line, shooting 2 for the Cardinals. It's gonna go in and out, just a little bit too much spin. Looked like it hit the back of the rim a little bit. It's gonna go in and out. But he will get another attempt to try and make this a 6-point game. And he'll connect. Or not. It looks like The ref is going to call MJ Galama for stepping over the line a little bit too early, and they're going to nix that final free throw. Still a 7-point game, 2 minutes left. Garner does the floater drive, connects for 2. Head coach John Bryant's going to call a timeout for the Falcons. 9-point game with 2 minutes left. All you Wisconsin fans out there, well, this probably wouldn't work since we have a majority of Coon Rapids fans watching this, but head coach John Bryant of the Armstrong Falcons played for the Wisconsin Badgers in the 1998-99 season and the 99-2000 season. He averaged 7.3 points per game in his career in his 2 seasons playing for the Badgers. And as he is still coaching and having a pretty good season so far, as the Falcons are 4-2, he has carried his love for the game of basketball with him. It's fun to always see what players are doing now and look back at the players they were and now how they've morphed their talents and their skills and everything they learned as players into the coaching side of the game. It's definitely an entirely different skill, I will say. And I mean, you look at some of the NBA coaches and college coaches, and some of them didn't even play basketball, but they just have such a good eye for the game. Not the case for John Bryant, though. He was a Badger. Almost 20 years, about 20 years ago now. All right, Doe, weak side to Smith again. He doesn't get the layup, but he'll draw the foul, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. He's going to connect. Critical points at this time of the game. Really the entire game. If you look at the difference in games and missed free throws compared to made ones, a lot of the time, the difference in the game is the free throws that were missed. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. Smith connects on both of those, and it's a 7-point game. Scram isn't going to connect on the 3, but Falcons will keep it at their side, on their side of the court. Garner with the ball to Larkins. Cardinals desperately trying to get that trap. Seth Newburn's going to drive in and draw the foul. He'll go to the line shooting 2. Fouls on Elijah Smith. Blocking foul on the drive. And Seth Newburn is going to connect on his first free throw. Owen Scram coming out. McAllister Olsen in for the Falcons. And Newburn will shoot a little bit too hard on the second. 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. We're going to get a turnover. Larkins drives in. MJ Galama tries to get a clean block, but hits him with the body. I think he's going to be out. I think that's Galama's 5th. A solid performance from Galama. Unfortunately ending a minute too soon, but a great effort from the junior guard tonight. Larkins connects on the first. And the second. He's been solid from behind the line tonight. Doe trying to get it up the court quickly. Drives, finds Smith behind the arc. They need a 3. Doe puts it up and he connects. And we are just under a minute to go. 7-point game. Cardinals down 64-71. Larkin's shooting 80% from the free throw line tonight. He's 8 for 10. And like I mentioned earlier, when you look at stats after games, a lot of the time the deficit and the difference in the game is in the free throws. And right now, it's a 7-point game. Larkin's made 8 of his 10 free throws. Literally, his free throws have been the difference in this game. A lot more fouls, it seems, were called this half. It felt like earlier on as well for people shooting 1-1. The Cardinals are laying the pressure on heavy, trying to get those traps. And they're gonna draw a foul to stop the time. Scram at the line. And he'll be shooting 2 Falcons in double bonus. Scram's gonna get it to go. Coach O subbing in Alex Beck, trying to get as much height in as possible to get those rebounds. Offensive and defense to get as many opportunities as possible. 40 seconds left. Doe is gonna drive and not quite get it to go. Newbern to Newbern, but Seth Newbern's gonna travel right before the pass, and it'll be Cardinals ball. Jordan Doe bringing the ball up with the 3. It's not quite gonna go, but Elijah Smith tries to get the putback. 15 seconds remaining. Larkin's just taking him time with the ball, and that's gonna be the game. A hard-fought battle by both teams, especially the Cardinals, and unfortunately it's gonna end not quite how the Cardinals and head coach Mike Agoric would have hoped, but they held their own, and definitely a closer matchup than the first time they played the Falcons. Ironically, they actually scored the exact same amount that they scored against this team 2 weeks ago, but they held them to less points. That's going to be all for us here at Coon Rapids High School tonight. Final score, Robbinsdale Armstrong Falcons 72 to Coon Rapids Cardinals 64. I'm Jen Halverson for the CTN crew. Dave Emmy here on camera and Dan Halverson on stats. We hope you all have a good rest of your night, and we will see you next time.